Hi there, this is part 4 of Grails queuekit plugin. I wanted to talk through, this video will be for binding plugin with your Grails application so that your security, whether it's Shiro or Spring Security or whatever else, that the user base can interact with the plugin in a way that gives them access to their own reports and in a way that you can define who has permission to be a super user of the plugin as such. So what I've done is I've done this for a Grails free application, and in the build.gradle I've enabled Spring Security. It's running the local queuekit plugin. I'll change that when everything is all done for it. Within the configuration, I'm not sure what that's doing there. So in my Grails free application, I've then injected my user service to be queuekit user service, like I did on the Grails 2 application inside the file that actually exists in here, which shouldn't, the conf resources. So in Grails 2, you'd do it like in here. I'm not sure why this file exists actually. And in this test application, I have got some demo Spring Security user of admin and use a normal user being set up. Then what I've done is I've got to test that my user service, which extends queuekit user service. But in order to inject Spring Security service, I had to get hold of it this way, I presume, because I'm extending the queuekit user service. So I couldn't do it like that. I had to do it like this. And then this is my own custom method, which basically looks at Spring Security Service principal and returns the username. From the username, I do a find, which returns me the actual user. So current user becomes current user, which becomes user.id. Is super user, looks up Spring Security, and if I'm an admin, then it gives me true, but that could be your own settings or group security groups or whatever that you define. Otherwise it returns false. Get username returns the username for an ID, and that then binds to the report listing, so their ID becomes their username. There is another section I've actually missed out on, which was important, and that was I need to upload the project. I needed the get user from ID, I think it is, or something like that. Get real user ID string search by, and that works for the search feature of the site. So the site's now up and running. So if we that was it. That's now bound into my Spring Security, so the plugin will know who the users are. If we open up 2 sessions, on this side we'll log in as admin, who will have admin, or user who won't have admin privileges. So the controller doesn't show me all those options that you've seen in other videos. If I log in here as admin, I do have the admin options that you don't have on that screen, yeah? And so, for example, deleted appears here, but they shouldn't have deleted on this because they shouldn't be able to see their deleted files. So if we launch a report, and launch a report here. So over here, I should see my task running. And it will interpret the user to being the user from the ID. Over here, if I launch a report, again, I'll see my report. This user won't see this person's report, and this person won't see that person's report. And you can see it's done it by the name as well. So over here, they can't search by a username, but they can search by their report name. So TSV should find this report. This probably won't find anything, right? Over here, you can search by a username. So if I look for user, it will now interpret that user to being, as you can see here, it's done user, it's found the user, and it's found that record. If I did, it won't find any, it will return my results again because that user doesn't exist. And that bit of it was not here, but in this bit I showed you here, which is get real user ID, which then converts the search from the form back to the real user ID. I haven't shown you the show queue process as well, which I'll show you quickly as well. So when people launch a task, so if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and no records there. If I search again, shows you what's queued. Why isn't it showing queue below? Slight problem there. Okay, so some slight problems on that, but the main counter is showing you that there's 14 queued and 100 is the max. I'm not sure why that's not working. I'll do it on this side. So maybe. And each one of these, so depending on which method you're going to use, they've got their own counting things. So if you're using all of them, then all of them will appear. Launch a few reports on this side as well. But the priority and the enhanced priority has the most amount of information, although at the moment does appear to be a slight issue. Yes. Very strange stuff going on. You should be showing you all 4. Over this side is showing. Very strange. Anyway, so that wraps up this video. So you can see that through your application, you can control the privileges of who's an admin, and it also sort of binds in with the privileges of your Grails application, and that could be any form of security system. Thank you. Bye bye.